Hello, guys. Good evening. Thank you for joining in today. Please, if you can hear me, can you just text in the chat box? Excuse me. I'll just go grab some water now. Can you just text in the chat box? I'll go get some water while we wait for some others to join us. I just want to be sure that like my mic is clear, it's not stuttering, everything is perfect just before we get started. Please leave some feedback if you can hear me. And I'll be right back. I want to go get some water, so yeah. Okay, guys, I just got back. I went to get some water. Just give me a second. I went to get some water, so I'm back now, and we can start. We can start right now. Okay. So for you guys that were here yesterday, you know that we started with the tabs component, right? So we started with this components right here, right? Started with this components right here. See how it moves from music to videos, from photos to music, from music to videos. It has a certain animation feel to it, right? So that's what we're trying to implement right now. That's why we are using the absolute positioning method, right? That's why I'm using the absolute positioning method. Is my voice too loud? I can feel it being too loud. Is it too loud? I can bring it down a little bit if it's too loud. Is it too loud? Waiting for a response from you guys. The voice is okay. Okay, no wala. So yeah, you can see that from next UI, this frame, right? This frame that makes this music button active moves. The frame itself moves, right? So that's what we're trying to build. That's what we're trying to build. That's why we're trying to build the tab components with absolute positioning so that we can implement that same animation, right? Now just give me a second. My laptop is, it needs a minute to get it together. And the streaming software is using a lot of my CPU power, so let me just restart this page. Take this off as well. Please give it a minute, I beg. Okay. Okay, it's a bit better. Yeah, it's a bit better now. Right, so this is the tab components, right? So yesterday we were able to build these buttons, right? So let me break it down, right? Since we already know what we are trying to implement, which is this, this animation right here, right? So let me break how I'm trying to go about it, right? So basically I created this button, right? Now let's see what this button is made of. What I'm doing is just coming to my layers panel and showing what I have, right? So let me turn this on. I have an absolute position here that's on, that's off rather. So let me turn it on. So now this is just a text that is wrapped in an auto layout, and the auto layout has 12 pixels on the left and right, 6 pixels on top and bottom, right? Now the auto layout also has a frame that is the same height and width as the auto layout is 71 in width, 32 in height. This absolute position frame is also 71 in width, 32 in height, has border radius of 8 and everything. And this border radius is serving as what this active fill should be. For example, if I take this this absolute frame, take it off, right, just make it invincible, and I come to active here and give it a fill, you can see, right? So this is literally what this active background, this absolute background here is literally what the fill of this auto layout should be, right? So we're just trying to work smart and see how we can implement this without really breaking the bank or thinking too much, right? So that's what I did, right? And I did it like that so that this will retain its shape. Like I put in these photos in an auto layout so that this will retain its shape, so that if I move a frame into it, the frame can sit and it will still look like this, if that makes sense. So yeah, after I did that, this is active state, this is the inactive state, and this is the hover state for the inactive state. Yeah, now I put the three of them together, right? Put them in an auto layout, which is this. Now inside this auto layout called heading, let me check to see it's okay. Hello, peace, welcome. So are you guys understanding so far? I'm trying to run back on the concept and the idea behind building these components, right? Is it understand, like, are you understanding it so far? Is it complex? Is there anything that you don't understand before I proceed? Please give me feedback. Thank you. Yes. Hazel, hello. Yes, Aspar, you're getting it, or you don't understand. One more feedback and we proceed. I just want to know if the point is being passed across clearly. Yes, clear so far. Okay, no wall. Let's continue then. All right, let's continue. So, right. So this is called heading, right? They're like tab heading, where I can switch through different sections of the tab. So, you have this one, which is photos. You have this one, which is music, and you can see it is inactive. And you have this one, which is videos, and you can see it's inactive. Now, this tab here is active, right? But if you open the layers, this is off. And this does not have a fill, right? There's no fill. But there's this frame here. So now this frame, I dey use make am active. And this is the frame that will slide from here to music, slide from music to videos. For example, this is, if you click on this component now, you see that this is called photos, right? So let's come down to videos, music, and let me click on that frame, right? Open it. Okay, this is the frame here. So if I'm pressing my arrow keys now, if I press right, left, you can see it moving to the left. You can see it moving. So that's what I wanted to achieve. That's why I put the absolute position. That's why I put the frame inside. I put this frame that I'm moving now. I put this frame inside the heading layout, right? And I put the absolute position so I can manipulate it inside here without causing any drama. That's why, if you notice, I had to come and make all of these a certain way. I have to make sure that, okay, the photos already had spacing here, spacing up, and spacing on the right, so that if, for example, I took out the fill or something, it would not break in shape. So it already has a shape, and I now put in an absolute position frame to kind of, just play around with it a little bit, if you understand what I mean. So if that concept is well understood, we would move on. So yesterday we were able to build that, and just a starter image collage gallery. So we'll do the same for music and we'll do the same for video. So let's do that now. Right now I want to change the images here to like maybe music album covers or something. So let me go to Unsplash, come to plugins, go to Unsplash, proceed. Okay, so sorry, come to Unsplash, right? Unsplash no open. Just please give it a second to load up. So I'll just mention name of albums that I know. I would say let me say Drake album. Okay, this, just put this. I'll come here. I'll say, let me see. Ooh, Taylor Swift, I guess, or The Weekend. Okay. I'm using the first one on the top. I'm just trying to see if there's anyone else that I could use here without searching for it. I think I could use this Dr. Dre one. Okay, let's just wait for this to load up. Please, guys, be patient, I beg. Just patience with me, patience. Slow and steady wins the race. But this one is moving like a tortoise, so I don't understand. But just exercise small patience, please. I'm still in trenches. The data here is not all that. Permit me, please. I'm trying to see something. Okay, there's no hover anywhere else. Yo, this is taking long. What's going on? Please, if you do not understand what I explained initially, you can watch the previous videos, the one we did yesterday, to understand it from the beginning. And please, if this is your first time joining the stream, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much. It goes a long way. Thank you so much, and I appreciate it. Thank you. Now, I'm just using this to pass time, so this picture can load up. Sorry, guys. Finally. Okay, so let's do the same for this. That Dr. Dre album that we saw just beneath. Yeah. Just use this. Please don't take forever as well. Guys, I'm sorry. We have to be patient here, I beg. Damn. It's taking too long, man. Too long. It's beginning to look like Metro too much. Oh guys, please just bear with me. I want to put all the images so that by the time I'm making the interactions, it looks smooth, it looks proper. You can see it move with the images as well, everything. So please just bear with me, I beg. I beg. But not to worry, we're going. This is already done. As long as the images is completed, we're done with the tab section. Then we'll build the login with the forms, and then we can move to select. So we're going to do the tabs, select, and anyone else we can complete tonight. Hey, yo, come on. We're almost there. Man, this internet speed reminds me of when I used to use like 3G modems to download stuff on my Windows way back then. And then I used to use Internet Download Manager. If you use the Windows and like downloading stuff online is hard because like, maybe it's too much gigabytes or megabytes. You can just use like Internet Download Manager. Even if your internet goes off or your laptop goes off while you're downloading, it's saved and you can continue and all that. Check it out. Okay. So finally, let's look for another album cover, album art-ish. Nothing serious. Let's go for this. Please don't take too long. Okay, this is doing well. Okay, I'll just come to the images here. I want to crop this one so I can get a better part of the image. Ah, let's do this. Yeah, make it that's fine. Come here as well. I want to crop this one. Crop it and move it to the center-ish. I'll take out this fill of white here because I don't need it. Do the same. Shift and select the other one. Okay, I'll do it individually then. Take out that. You can leave it. I'm just obsessed. Don't worry. So now for the videos, I want to make it look like a video. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a blur behind it and I'm going to put the play button on top so it looks like a video. But before that, let me just give it an image. Let me say music video here on Splash. Put this to free, all orientations to square, and use this one. I like this. This feels like it's take forever. Oh my god. Yikes. You think I should use pixels? I mean, faster. Okay, let me try it. Let me try pixels. Yeah, it's right there. So I'm gonna say music video. Nothing. Music. Nothing. Video. Nothing as well. Okay. Use this one. Abi. Okay, so let me just take out this one here. Oh, you're right. So it's actually is faster. Eh? Calm down now. Yeah, shouts out to you guys. It is faster, yeah, for sure. Thanks. So can just breeze through it. So it's not too much time. Excuse me. You know what? I'm gonna just say, check this out. Start random image. Calm. Do the same for this. Nah, I don't like that. Not bad. Same for this. And let's change that up. Let's change it up. Nah, something else. Something else. Something else. Let me say. Let me say what movie. Let's look for something else. Yeah, probably this. So many layers, man. Take off these layers as well. I want to generate something else for this. Something else. Okay, not bad. Okay, so I like what we have here. Let me just take out this and this. Come here, take these out. Come here, take this out as well. Okay, so let's implement oh darn. I shouldn't have changed the images yet, but it's calm. Let's just implement that blur and then the button on top. So I'll just add a fill. I'll add a fill, click on the frame, add a fill to it. Right. I want the fill to be, I mean, it should be what, 30% of black, 40% of black, 50% of black. Sorry. 50% of black is calm. Then I would come to my icons, huge icons, click on huge icons. Okay, you guys can still hear me. Click on huge icons. Wait for it to load up. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, so I'll just search for the play icon. The one with a circle around it. Yeah, this isn't bad. I want it to be stroke. Yeah, this isn't bad. So I'll just bring this. I'll command exit to cut it. Cancel this. Click on this frame. Double tap and say I want to paste it here. So I want it inside this image for like this image frame, right? Then I'll come to the color. I want this color for this active state. Come to the color there, copy it, come back to my icon and give it that same color, right? But as you can see, the blur isn't blurring, so to speak. So I'll just still come here and say I want my black to be 70%, right? So let's zoom out and you can see we have that photo effect, right? But I think the white is too much. I want to give it something else like disabled, like this color. Yeah, I think the white is too much. So this is better. Just come here and change the color there. So yeah, I think this is better. Yeah. So now I'll just copy this icon, press copy. In fact, I'll just drag it. I'll press shift and alt, right? Shift and alt. I'll just drag it into here. Make sure it's aligned properly here. And I do the same. Yeah. Then I do the same here. Make sure it's aligned to the center. Okay, hold on. I'll just do that manually. Make sure it's aligned to the center. Exactly. So what I would have done initially, what I should have done initially is do this one first, then Command D to duplicate, like Command D, Command D, Command D, Command D. Do you understand? But because I already have the images, I don't need to do that. So I'll just Control Z, Control Z, Control Z, Control Z. That's why I had to move the icons manually. I would have just done that instead. So let's come here, give this a fill of black to 70%, right? This is what 70 exactly. So we'll do the same here. Black, give it a fill of 70%. Come here, give this black fill of 70% as well. So if you can see, it definitely looks like a video thumbnail, you know. So now let's implement the interactions for the tabs. So come here to photos, come to prototype, come here to music. There isn't any prototype except the hover, because you know this is inactive state. And if you remember, when we this is our hover, and our inactive state has a hover interaction. When we hover on it, it moves to this, right? So that will forever like be implemented. So come here and say we want this to come to this music component here. When we click on it, we want it to change. You don't want it to be instant. You want it to smart animate, ease out 300 milliseconds. That's all right. We'll come back to photos here and say when we click on photos here, we want it to go up to photos on click, move to photos, smart animate, ease out 300 milliseconds. It will take your preference into consideration. So we'll come here again on videos and say, okay, this is why it's good to name your layers. Say for example, you had 15 of these components and you want to drag videos, and videos was the 15th one, right? It might be hard for you to drag it all the way down. You know, you can just click on these elements that you want to apply the interaction on. Come to interactions here, click plus. On click, what do you want? You want it to change to what? Not photos. You want to change to videos, because you already named this one videos and you don't want it to be instant. You want it to be smart animate, ease out 300 milliseconds. So there you have that. So now let's see. Wait, we're not done with the interactions. Forgive me. Come here to music, drag music all the way up there. Click, change to that, smart animate, ease out. Sure. Come to photos now and say on photos you want it to go all the way up, right? On click, change to photos, smart animate, ease out 300 milliseconds. Is it clear so far? Before we go on prototype, like, is it clear so far? Let me go and watch it out of yesterday so I can follow effectively. Is it clear so far? Is it clear so far? Please guys, can you leave a reaction in the chat box or a message if it is clear so far? I want to prototype it now, like present it rather, so we can see what we've done so far. Let me check to see if all the prototypes are done. Okay, we need one more here for videos. Bring videos down. On click, change to videos here. Okay, check here. Close this, check here to see. Okay, check here to see as well. Okay, check here. All right, so now let me bring a frame, just draw a random frame. Come back to design. I don't want it to have a fill. I'll just take the fill out, give it stroke of 4. I want stroke to be inside. That's calm. Yeah. Then I will just come to my assets here click on tabs, insert instance, and I would probably bring this to the middle, right? Put that here. So let me check, see. You can't hear? You can't hear. Ah, Omo. I don't know, but the mic is clear from my end. Like I can see it here. Can you guys hear me? Do you mean me, the presenter, or Shegun? Is it my audio or is Shegun's audio? Okay, you can hear. Move on. You can hear. Okay, calm. So now let's present it to see what we've done so far, right? What I did was I brought in an instance of all this we've done and I put it in a frame so I can present the frame. So I'll just come here and say present. Just wait for Figma to do its thing. Not to worry. The frame was not really, this is not inside the frame, that's why. So we'll just bring it out and put it back. Come back and you can see it. So if you notice, look at this, it still hovers when you come to music, hovers when it comes to videos. Now if you move it, you can see that it moves, right? And if you move it to videos, it moves, it slides. Move it, goes back, goes back, goes back, goes back. Easy. Was that easy, guys? What do you guys think about that so far? So that's why I had to use absolute positioning so that it will move like this. If you had used auto layout would move the way these photo images are moving now. They will just change. They wouldn't really move. Do you understand? Smooth, yeah? Exactly. Exactly. So you can implement this too by using the absolute positioning, right? You can implement this too by using the absolute positioning. So that's that for excuse me. That's that for this part of the tabs. We also to do this, right? We have to do this, right? Yes or no? Are we to do this? Waiting for a response from you guys. If we're to do that, the one with the icons. Okay, so let's do that. That one will be pretty easy because we already have the blueprints, right? So let's see how we can work smart instead of work hard. Right. So now I'll just come here. I'll go back to my layers panel. I'll come here. I'll create another variant, one like this. I want 3 more variants. Just the same way we have this, but the ones with icons. So I'll say 2. Come back here again, and I'll say 3. So I'll come here to this first one here now, this variant 4, and I'll name it active with icons, right? And I'll call this inactive with icons, and I'll call this, you can call it whatever you want. This is just me, this is how I know how to name my own layers. You can name your layers anyhow you like. It's just for you to be able to know them on the file, for it to be easier for somebody who is checking through your file to kind of understand what he's seeing, instead of him having to ask you what's it like, instead of him having to go through a hard time figuring it out, right? So I'll name this inactive hover with icons, right? So now let's see how we can do all of that. So come here, leave this as is. Come here, we want to take that color of the inactive, copy it, copy here, come here, put the color here. Then we'll come here and copy it and put the color here. Right. So I don't know, but before I started designing a whole lot more, when I started designing initially, I used to find it really hard to use components. Like when I built components, I always wanted to edit the instance, right? I always wanted to edit the instance, or maybe I had built the components. For example, I had built these components and I wanted to do the ones with icons. I would always have to go and build a new set of components. Like it was really hard because I could not edit the components. But let me tell you, if you have these components photos, if you want these photos to turn to this still, you can edit it inside this one component. Like you understand, all of these components are like independent. You can edit them however you want to. You understand? And there will still be instances of this, there will still be variants of the initial one, if that makes sense. So I can have 7 or 8 different like types of I can have 6 or 7, 8 different types of the same components with their own variants, like individually, if that makes sense. So like this is now with icons, this is without icons. I can have with icons and text, I can have with icons, text and background. Like you can have a lot, you know, you just have to edit it in that one component, right? So let's continue. I just wanted to point that out in case you were having issues with the components usage. Come here, set the prototype here, because remember this is our inactive and this is the inactive hover. So we want this to come down, not on click. We want it to be when hovering. Exactly. So click out. I want to see what this interaction was. Okay, while hovering. Cool. So now I want to put in, because if you remember, okay, you remember if you come to the tabs with icons here, you can see it has image. This image is a fill image, and let me see how much spacing. So I use CSS paper to determine some kind of things. When you're trying to build for the to the letter, like an element like this, you can use CSS paper to try and determine some things that will make your workflow easier, right? So I'll click on this. So it's 10 pixels away from the icon, and I want to see how big the icon is. I can't see how big the icon is. Hold up. You know, I'll use console for that. So let me just use console to get to that. Give me a second. Just give me a second, please. Okay, so let me open up console. Come here. So this select an element in the page to inspect it. So I'll come here. So you can see that the image is 20 by 20, right? And this text is 14 by 20. This text is 14 by 20, and this we already ascertained that the spacing between is 10. So we already have this to be 14 by 20 already, as you can see. Text size 14, 20 line height. So let's bring in a 20 by 20 icon that we can put inside this auto layout. Right, so before I do that, let me just expand this a little bit. Just expand this a little bit like that. So open your icons. I use huge icons, so I want it to be solid. what's the name of the icon again? Photos. It's solid. Come on. What's going on? Okay. Let me see gallery. I don't like this. Come on. Let me see image. I don't know. What's going on? Hmm. Okay. So let's see image. Crazy. Like nothing is even changing. Oh wow. Okay. So I'm sorry guys, no vex for me at all. So let's click on this. I like this. So I'll just bring this here. I want to see the color of, okay, I think the color is the same. Color of the icon is the same as the color of the text in every state. So the color of the icon is the same as the color of the text in the active states, and this is the same as this, and this is the same as that. So let's do that. So you guys are understanding so far, B? Yeah. Not just my network. So obviously I'm streaming, so that's taking network as well, and then yeah, no vex. So I'll just make this 20 by 20. Then I'll cut it, Command X, click here on that photos and press Command V, right? And as you can see, it has already entered into the frame. So it is in a horizontal layout like this. The reason why it's like this is because the width is fixed. I'll just make the width to all content, and I'll bring this to fill container, or let me say all content, right? Then I would say this should all content as well, so you can see. Now bring this to the left and say I want the space in between them to be 10. Then I'll come here to my selection colors, select this white color and give it here as well, right? So that's it. I've gotten the photos already. Don't worry about that blue color. You see how we'll get it done. The same way we have this one here. That's how we're going to bring that blue color in. So now what we are going to do here is put in the images for these ones as well. Give me a second. Let me bring in those images. Oh, my bad. My bad. No need to bring in any other. I'll just use the same one. So, excuse me. So now I want to do something extra crazy again. All right. I'm going to copy these photos, right? Remember, this I've already edited this one, right? But these ones are not edited, right? Right? I just copied variants and just named them. And I've already given them prototype or no wala. So I'll just copy this one. This is the size and width of what I want to use throughout. You understand? So I'll copy this, come here, paste to replace. Come here as well, paste to replace. Come here, I'll just put this, give it 16, just make sure it aligns. So basically, like, we are still editing the components inside here. You are editing the components, everything inside here. Sure, you get. If you're trying to do this with an instance, it no go even work. So you can see saying the properties and values of these variants are conflicting. So we'll just rename it. That's all. So come here and say this one will be hover with icons, right? This one will be, we name this one to, sorry, this one is inactive, not hover, inactive. Inactive with icons. Come here and say inactive hover with icons, right? Then we'll do the same thing we did. Come here, we want the color for the inactive. Come here and give this one the color as well. Come here, copy the color for the inactive hover and give it to this one as well. Everything exactly. Then we'll come back here and prototype it and say when you hover on this, comes here. So when you hover, comes there easily. So now, just as we had this one, right? Just as we had this one, we are going to have this one now. So let's see how we can do that. So instead of building another component, I would still come here and just give it variants. 3 more variants, another variant. Don't worry about the connections, just focus on getting the design done first. Then another variant. So I'll come back to design and I'll come here and I'll say I want to name this photos with icons, right? And I want to name this music with icons, right? And I want to name this videos with icons, right? Are you guys understanding so far? Is it clear so far? Please leave a reaction if it's clear so far. There's anything you would like excuse me, if there's anything you'd like for me to treat before we continue, please let me know. Let me drink some water. All right, thank you. If it is clear, let's continue. Yeah, let's continue. So I already named these icons, right? So now this is where the magic happens. So I'll come here now and say, instead of active, I want it to be active with icons. And you can see that. So no wala. The only thing that's changed here, I'll explain. You can see that the items are already overlapping the actual container. So we'll come to the container, it is unfixed to it, and we'll make it hug the contents, right? Then we come to that frame. This, hold on, let me close this. So this frame 1 now, which serves as the active state. What are we going to do? We want to know the height and width of our tab like this. We want to know the height and width of this with the icons, right? So this one is 101 by 32. So we'll just go back here. Okay, 2, 3, and this one. So we'll come here, click on that frame, and just give it 101. And there it is, right? There it is. So we'll come here to this music and say we want it to be inactive with icons, right? Come here to videos and say we want it to be inactive with icons. So now let's proceed to change these icons now, right, to their individual icons. You understand? So let's proceed to do that. I will come back to huge icons. Is it making sense so far, guys? Is it making sense so far? Come here to, let me see what they have here. Music and videos. Okay, so come here and I'll say music. I want it to be solid. this. Let me see. Okay. This is not bad. What's going on? It didn't change. Okay. Hold on. I know what the problem is. Just give me a second. Let me close all my tabs and see what's... I want to know where the icons went to. That's all. Yeah, so they're here. Let me close all of these. Just so I can see my layers panel better. So no what I will do is I will just bring this here, bring the music icon here, delete that one. I'll bring this photos icon outside, shift and alt. I'll drag it out, right? I'll bring it here. Then I'll look for the videos icon. I'm trying to do something, just give me a minute. Once I get the icons, I would explain before I continue. There's a reason why the icons did not change like that, because like I said, we are still trying to here I was trying to edit the instance. It won't work. You have to come and edit the component. So I'm trying to edit the component and do something. So just give me a second. Let me increase this to 20. Come here to videos. See the videos. Okay. Let me see media. Come on. I'm pressing enter, so let me change it to stroke. So what's up? Okay, media, let me see. Can't find any video here. Okay, so no video still. Let me see. Video. Okay. This is. Might just use this one then. Okay, so look out. I'm doing this one. Okay, so let's go back. Come here, look for the video icon. Right, and I bring it here. I just bring it here. Right, so I give all of them the color of this white. Right, hold on, let me copy the color. Copy this. So I just do this. Now this is what I'm trying to do, right? I want to make these three icons a component so that by the time I come here, I can select components with something called swap instance on Figma. Let me show you instead of just explaining. So now I have these three. I want to arrange them well. So I'll just bring three of them, and I would say tidy up. I want it to be 16, and I want it to share vertical space so they're all in the middle. Yeah, so now I will just hold my command, drag on all of them, and come to my components here and say create component set. Right. So no, click out. Not component set. Create components. No, not this. Create multiple components. Yeah, so I want them to be their individual components, right? You could have done this another way by just coming here, making this a component, coming here, making this a component, coming here, making this a component. That's exactly what I just did. So I'll now copy this image one. I'll copy here, come back here, click paste to replace, because you can only edit it inside here, right? Come here again, paste to replace, come here again, paste to replace, right? Change the color here, come down to your selection colors, copy the one that you want to give it, change it here, come down here as well, copy this one, change it here, right? So now you will come here and say you want to be able to perform a swap instance interaction on this component. So how you will do that is you click on this component now and say create swap instance property, right? You have to click on the component and say, sorry, you have to click on the component and say you want to create a swap instance property, right? So you create that and say this should be icons, right? And you just leave that like that. You come here, click this, click on that and select icons. Come here, click on the swap instance and select icons because you've already created it. So now let's see how it works. Come back here to music, right? Come back here to music. Now check for icons here. Let me bring this up, right? Checking for icons, not on tabs. Oh, are we on tabs? Okay, we're on tabs. What's going on? Okay, which one is this? Video replay. Oh no, not that one. No video replay. Not this. Wait, something is wrong. There's one item that is not a component yet. Let me reset that. Give me a second. Oh, this one is a frame. Okay. Say less. So I'll just come. Let me just give this its own. Click here. Change this to video. Click here. Change this to mobile components, tabs, frame one. Exactly. So the reason why you didn't see the icons there was because of my internet. It hasn't picked it up yet. So you can see, and when you change it, it picks up the same state that you want it to pick. So now we'll just do the same for these ones here. So I'll just copy this. Just copy this, Command C, come here. I'll paste to replace it here. Exactly. But now I want this to be what? I want this to be music with icons. So I'll come here now, right? First of all, I will move this frame that shows me my active state to icons, to music rather, right? I'll make sure it aligns in the center. Okay. What's going on? Okay, hold on. How big is this frame? 94 by 32. So here I'll make this one 94 instead of 101. I'll make it 94. So exactly, then leave it here, right? So now I'll come here and instead of active with icons, I'll make this inactive with icons. Then click on that music frame. Instead of inactive with icons, make it active with icons, right? So it's not magic. Come here again. Click on the bigger frame, the heading frame here. Control C to copy. Come down. Click here. Double tap. Paste to replace. So you can see. Then I check for the size of this video's frame 101. So I come back to the heading frame and give this frame that shows me my active tab button or heading or whatnot, and I'll make it 101 again. Then I'll move it to where videos is, just use the arrow keys to move it because it's already on absolute position. Sure you understand? So yeah. So you just move it till it aligns perfectly with the video's frame, and you can see it snaps. So it's perfect now. So I come here, change this to inactive with icons, and I change the videos one to active with icons, right? Then what's next? I want to change the image carousel. So I just copy this one, bring it to music. No, that's photos. Bring this to music here, and I say paste to replace. Come here as well. Copy this one, and come down to videos and say paste to replace. The swap instance is genius. Thank you. Are you guys understanding so far? You don't really understand, Shegun. How far, Shegun? You know what's goes up, and if you just come back, watch the video again, like properly, but just try to understand the concept so that by the time you're watching the video, you understand why I did some things and you get. So, but yeah, just try to follow up. Once you follow up, you go see say no be magic. You get why some things happen. Like Hazel just said, the swap instance. I would have not thought to do the swap instance until I needed it. So yeah, now as you get to the bridge, you cross it type of thing. So no stress yourself too much, but just try to understand the whole concept and idea behind why putting A and B together or putting one and one together, you get. So let's continue. So now we've changed all the images as well. We've named everything. Let's prototype this now and see how far. So come here and say, wait, hold on. I don't think this music is properly aligned. Is it just me? Oh no, not that. Control Z. Come to the frame. For real? Okay, I know what's going on. I know what's going on. So I need to do something. This is whole content. This is whole content. Right? This is whole content. This is whole content. Okay. Okay. Whole content. Okay. Okay. Maybe it's just the way the icons, it just looks a bit farther. I don't know. 12. So yeah, it's correct. I don't know. It just looks somehow. I was looking somewhere in my eye. Anyway, come to prototype, right? So now, since we already have all these, let's now see where naming your icons really works. So this is the one with icons. I mean, let's start from here. So click on this to narrow the interactions down. So say instead of changing to music, we'll just come here and say music with icons easily. You don't need to be dragging and looking for drags and this and that. Come to videos here, just a video with icons. You've already named it. There's no way it's not going to be correct. Sure you get. So you come here again and you say, oh, sorry, give me a second. Okay. So come here, take out this one, take out this interaction here. This video's interaction, select it. Videos with icons. Come to photos here, interactions, unclick, change to not music with icons, photos with icons, so it goes directly up. Check here, okay, we've done this too. Check here, we've done this too. I'll do this too as well. So for here, we'll just take out these videos interactions. The reason why you are seeing the interaction on this is because we copied the first one. Like we copied the first one. So it's the interactions here that we've been seeing, you understand? They're just replicas. So you just have to figure it out. So come here, click on this line, the interaction line, change it from music to music with icons. Click on the photos here, click interactions, go minus, click on it again, give it an interaction. 1 second. I need something. There's no interaction here. There is. While hovering. Okay. Come back. Click on this. Okay. Click on this. add another one. Just change to photos with icons, right? Click on music. Music is already going to music with icons. So let's check it again. So this one has, okay. Okay. So I think everything is perfect now. I want to just check out one last thing. Give me a second. Yes, no. Okay. So I'm not seeing the hover interactions here. So what I'll just do is I'll just select all of these, select everything, right? I'll click on shift, select them, all of these. I'll come back to design, select this, select this, select this. Yeah, come here and I'll say reset interactions, right? Come back to prototype. No way, Command Z. I don't want to reset interactions. I want to reset all changes. Oh, wait, Command Z, not that. Okay, I'll just do it from here. No problems. Just come here. Comes prototype. I'll take out this interaction and put it again. So on hover, while hovering, I want it to move to the inactive state. Smart animate. And I'll come here now, click on this. Still don't see the hover. Push changes. No, say no more. Let me just see how it works. Because normally I'm supposed to see the hover interaction, but I can't see it. No voila. We'll just, let's see. Bring the same one again. Start instance. Bring it out of the frame first. Put it back in the frame. Right? Then we'll just say we want it to be photos with icons. Right? So that's it. Come here to the prototype. And we can see this. See what I'm saying? I can't see the hover. You get me? But no voila. I think I know what the problem is. Just give me a second. Let me figure it out. It's not hovering, but it will move though. To move though. But like the hover has not taken effect. So let me just do that. Oh, this one is on instant from music to photos. Let me change that. From music to photos. Ah, what's going on? Okay. No, no, no. Sorry. Yeah, yeah. Instant. Yeah. So smart animate here. All right. Then let me see how far. Let me just do this. Come back to design. Click on this. Inactive hover with icons. Oh, okay, 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 okay. Okay, I see the problem now. My bad. My bad, my bad, my bad, my bad. So I'll just change this here to just inactive with icons. Yeah. Change this to inactive with icons. Change this to inactive with icons. See why it's always good to name your layers because of like simple mistakes like this, and you just be like wondering like, oh my god, what's going on, like, you know. Yeah, so let's see the interaction still there. Everything is still there, so let's go back and check. See now. See, 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 and if you click on it, it moves, it moves. See, see. So there you have it. There you have it. There you have it. If you're enjoying the video so far, please leave a like on the stream. Please leave a comment. Please subscribe to the channel. It goes a long way. Thank you so much. But do you guys understand this so far? Okay, Tony, welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, so we're done with the ones with icons, Abby. So let me just take out this first. So we're to move to the one with forms, Abby. What's the next one? That one, Abby. Which one? Forms now, yeah. Let me reload this page. Yeah, it has to be this one, huh? Okay, so let's do this. Which one be animal selection again, it's okay? It's okay. Which one be selection? So we should not do the forms. We should not do the one with forms. Guys, we should not do the one with forms. Oh, animal selection. Oh, I get you. I'm sorry. But is that what we should do? We should leave the one with forms. I know, it's okay. I just got that part. I'm sorry. Hey, what I'm saying is, should we leave this one now? Should we leave this one now and go and do that one? That's what I'm asking. Because me, I've not done that. I've not done this one myself. Me, I've not even done this one myself. So that's what I'm asking. Should we leave that one and go and do the select? That's what I'm asking. We should leave this one. Ha, wait to let me hear from other people first. Oh yeah, now guys, what should we do? What should we do? Should we leave that one? Because me, I haven't done it. I should keep them for last. Ah, okay. No one. Let's see. These ones. Okay. No one. Let me use. What should I use? Let me use console. It's okay. I can't wait to. You just probably have to watch the video again. Oh, voila. Take your time. Okay. So let me observe something. Okay, so let's go. All right, let's go. Let me start from this one. So much stress. Wait, let me open CSS Peeper. Font size 16. Let me check. Don't not give me the font size or voila. Let me see. 16. Okay, no voila. At the same thing. So I'll just come here and say so I'll just come here. Say select an animal here, 16 pixels. So say I want a text. Text, press T, zoom in, select an animal. Right, put it in an auto layout, make it 16. Come back here. 16. The height of this frame is 40 and there is no space on the left. So let's see how we can implement that. Put that in an auto layout. Give it to a 10. Or you know what? Command Z. Come to the text. I want the height to be 24. Come here. It's already 40 with 8 on top and 0. It is 269 pixels long or wide. So I'll just make it fixed width of 269, right? Put it to the left. Exactly. So that's how we have that. I'll name this label. Just name this label. Then come back. It is in a much bigger container with an icon. So I'll just come back here. Not sure. Let me bring huge icons, select an icon. Excuse me, guys. So I'll just type in arrow here and I would select a stroke. Let's see. Let me check here. Yeah, so how many pixels is it anyway? 16 pixels. So come here. And I'll just click on this arrow down, right? Click out. So I'll bring this one outside and I'll make it 16. And I'll say this and this should be in our auto layout. Shift A, put it in the middle, and I will give, hold on, let me check for the color. This one's color is what's going on? This is color for this. Come here, select the black one and give it that color. Check for the color for the text. Go back. Hold on. Let me open console. Okay, let me check from here because this and this is the same color. So this one. This one. So come here. I'll just give the white one that color. So I have that here. Then I'll go back again. I want to check for the space between that and this 8 pixels, right? So I'll say I want the space in between them to be 8. Then they are in a much bigger container, right? This one has, let me even select the container. 12 on each side and 8 on top and bottom. So I'll put them in an auto layout again and say 12 on each side. Wait, say 12 on each side, 8 on top and bottom, right? So we'll go back to check the size of the frame. 317 by 56. And you can see ours is 317 by 56 just by following the numbers, right? So now we have our frame. And we can call this select animals, right? Say 01 because it's one of the buttons, right? So come back again to see other things that we've missed. There's a border radius of 12 and it has the background of this. So come back, give it a fill. Sorry, put that color that we copied and then give it a border radius of 12. Right, so let me just, I mean, no need to, but if you zoom in, you can see. Now let me just bring the color down a bit. Yeah. Nah, man, it's cool. I'll just do that after this. No wala. Oh, you mean while I was coughing, man? Thank you. Appreciate it still. So hold on. Man, my CPU is fucking me up, man. So you can see the please give me a second, okay? Let this thing even reload. So oh wow. So you see that why is this thing doing like this now? No, cancel this. Just reload the page again. Guys, no vex, man. My CPU, the recording software is using a lot of my CPU, so all these things are supposed to be small, just stress me out. No vex. So what I was trying to say is, if you hover on it, it doesn't hover. Let me restart it again, no vex. I think it's about to rain. So you can see there's a hover, right? When you hover on it, there's a hover, right? The reason why it's slow, my CPU is like loaded up with stuff. So now we have this first one, right? Which is this. We have to make it hover. So now we can make this a component, right? And give it a variant. Right. So we'll just say this one is a default. Say this one is disabled default or inactive default. Just say inactive. Let's say inactive. Then we'll name this one what inactive hover. Right. Then we need the color of that hover state. So we'll come back here and we use CSS people up here. Sorry, I'm here. So 3F3F46. That's the hover. 3F3F46. So come back here and say this one's color will be 3F3F46. Right? Right. So now, excuse me. Now we'll just set the interaction here. Yeah, I think it's about to rain. It's a bit windy. So change to inactive hover, not on click while hovering, right? So that's the first step right there. Then when you click on it, however, there's a different thing. So this one goes up, this one flips, right? So let's do that again. When you click on it, this one flips, this one goes up. So let's do that. So we'll give this another interaction, like another variant rather. So we'll just come here and say we want another variant here. So this one will be clicked. So come here to this icon, and because we want it to make that animate flip, like for it to like move, flip, like for it to flip instead of it to change, right? For it to like just rotate, kind of, right? So come here, say what, 45 degrees, 90 degrees, yeah, 180 degrees, okay, 180 degrees. So it flips up, right? So then we edit this one, go back to see what's the size of this text. 1420. Okay, come back here and we'll say this will be 14 and this will be 20, right? Come back there, check the height of the frame. 317 by 56. This one has already dropped, so we'll just say we want it to be fixed width of 56 regardless. So yeah, so let's continue. This one is 14 by 20. We want it to stay at the top, Abby. So we're just going to come to this frame and push it to the top. 0, right? So that there's no space on top and bottom, right? So push it to the top there, come back. You can see that there is a frame already of 269 by 40, right? Then this is on top of that frame because this is in the middle of this big frame. So let's see how we can do that. So we'll just say we want this one to be, instead of hot content, we want to be fixed height of 40. So we can see how we've done that. Check this, 56. This one, 40. This one sticking to the top. Sure you understand. Exactly. So this one in the middle. So let's continue to see how far. This one's color is white, Abby. Or let's say it is more bright than the one beneath. So copy that color here. Copy that color here. D4, D4, D8. copy that color and give it to this one here. Right? So come back and we can see that even the clicked state has a hover, state. So we'll give this another variant again. Copy this one, paste to replace it here. Then just align it. Then we'll give it this color. Since we know that this is the hover color, copy here, come down here, paste it here. Then we'll rename this to, let's see, this one is clicked. So we'll name this to what? Clicked hover. Right? That's that. Then we'll come back here. Okay. Let's say we click on this and then we have this, right? So let's implement this state now. Let's implement this state now. Right, this selected state. So it has a hover state as well. So let's implement this state now. So we'll come back here. We need two more variants, but we'll create one first. Create the first one. Let me see. Oh, so we even have to create 4 because this is selected closed, selected open because of this, right? So we have to create 4, if that makes sense. So come back here. We'll copy this one. Copy this one. Paste it to replace here. Paste it to replace here. Just align it again into the frame. Excuse me. Are you understanding so far? Refresh from where? You said I should start from this one and you went away. What point don't you understand from, so I can see if I can start from there? What point don't you understand from, so I can start from there? It's okay. Is there anybody that's not understanding so far? Like, is there anything you want me to just go back on before I continue, please? Are you guys here? Okay. My internet was acting up, Abi. Emma Bino. But do you guys understand so far? Okay. So let's continue. Now, this is like you remember, right? We are trying to build the different states for this element because as you can see, there are some things that are happening as we are doing one or two things, right? So please give me a second. My laptop is just, the CPU is giving me issues, but no voila. So this is the default state. If you go on it, there's a hover, right? And if you click on that default state, it has a clicked on state. Now, Now, this clicked on state also has a hover as well, right? See, it also has a hover as well, right? Now, when you now select like an element, there's a selected state that also has a hover. Do you understand? So those are the elements we are trying to build. 6 states. Trying to build the default states. Hey, voila. Oh, you know what? Just give me. Let me take this off. Okay. I'm trying to build this state with the hover. Trying to build when you click on it with the hover and when you select it with the hover, right? So we've done both. We're the third one now. I want to get the dimensions for I have to get dimensions for this cat. 14 by 20. Let me see on dev tools. What am I looking for? Okay, this 14 by 20. 14 by 20. Okay, let's select that. See. Okay, so this is 14 by 20. No, voila. Let's just go with that. Okay, so I want to duplicate this. So I'll command D inside the same frame. I want it to bring it down instead of putting it on the side. And I want this to not be fixed. I want it to hold content. No, sorry, not the width, the height. I want it to hold content. We'll still adjust it later, don't worry. I just want to be able to do everything inside here. So I'll name this to what? Cat. Right? Then I come back. What color is it? White. I don't want to give it full white, so I'll just give it the brightest color. I think that is something, 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 something. Let me see where that color is. It should be here. So I'll come to, what did we just finish? Tabs. Come to tabs here. Just come here and grab that color. Right? Go back to select. And put that color there. Wait, hold on. Change that color. Okay. So now the color is changed. Let's see the spacing arrangements. I don't think there's space between cat and this animal. But let's see how big this is anyway. The frame that contains both of them is 40 pixels big, 40 pixels in height, right? And this is 20 pixels. This is 20 pixels as well, right? But there's a space of 2 in between. This is what? Let me check it again. Hold on. So this one is 20 pixels, right? But you can see that there is space of 2 here. So what I'll just do is I'll just come here, and instead of 20, I'll just give it 18. I'll just give it 18 on the line height, right? Just give it 18. So now here, I'll give it a space of 2 in between. So you can see it's 40 now. And if you check this one, still 56, right? So let's just align this. Okay, perfect. So this one now will be selected, right? Selected. So now we need a selected hover. So we'll come here, click plus to create a new variant. Copy this selected already because it has everything we want. And we'll come here and we paste it again to replace, right? So we'll give it that hover color, right? We'll say this one is selected hover, right? I will give it the hover color, which is this right here. So copy that from here and we paste it. I think there's one more state we have to create, which is when you click on the selected state, this button goes up again, right? And it has its own hover state as well. This is the default and the hover. So let's implement that. So we'll just say that one will be selected click, right? So we'll bring another variant again, make it 7, copy this one here, copy it, paste to replace, right? Paste to replace, adjust it properly, then flip. Wait, hold on. Okay, to the top. Let me see. Oh, this is already to the top. Okay. The default state is bottom. Okay. So give me a second, yeah. So this is the selected state. The icon here it doesn't go up, comes down, so that's 0. And this is the selected hover. So just come here, change the rotation from 180 to 0. So now this one is the selected clicks. This one goes up, right? So this one is because if you check here too, this one is the clicked, it goes up. That's the icon. So this one now be selected clicked, right? Selected clicked. Selected clicked, right? So you also need the hover for that. Come here, another variant, copy this, copy, paste to replace here, paste to replace. Then we'll just align it properly here. Then we'll give it a hover color as well. Copy this, paste it there, and we'll have that. Then we'll just say, copy the name of this one and just add hover at the end, copy. Then hover at the end. So that's it. Now let's set the prototype. So this one is already on prototype here. This one, instead of going up, let's bring it down here, right? Because if you remember, we're already making variants of one component and we already added an interaction to the component, so it's to copy everything that you did. You get me? This one, just take out the interaction here because we don't need it. There's no interaction here, so check here, no interaction here. We need this hover interaction to come down. This one here, we don't need it. Take it out here. Here, we'll just bring this one down. This one, we don't need it. Take it out here. So the hover interaction for these ones are done. So now let's try and create these elements, right? So this one is hold on, I want to change something. Come to design. These labels here, the top labels, yeah, top labels. They are supposed to be light. Supposed to be light. Yeah, that's supposed to be light. Yeah. Yeah. Then let me even see for the default states. I don't think it's medium either. Let me change that. So just change that to light. Then we'll change this ones to like regular. Yeah, yeah, that's exactly how it is. Check. Yeah. Okay. So just slight adjustments. Slight adjustments. So now let's build this drop down. So I want to get the text size. This one is 14 by 20 and it is 265 in width. So 14 by 20, 265 in width. So I'll just say I want a text art 14 by 20. Okay, sorry guys. Yeah, so 200 and let me check. 265 in width. Let me just change that to 265 width. 265 width. Put that to the left. Then come back here. See that it is inside a frame. 8 on. Let's select that frame. So it's 8 on both sides, 6 on the top and bottom, right? So that means we'll just give this an auto layout. Right? 8 on both sides, 6 top and bottom, I think. Let me check again to be sure. Yeah, 8 on both sides, 6 top and bottom, and it is 301 in width by 32 in height. So it's already 32 height, so I'll just make it 301. I'll set it to fixed width and say 301 like that and set it to the left, right? Yes, that's exactly how I want it. I want this one to fill container, so we'll have 285. If I'm not mistaken, that's exactly how much we had here. 265. Okay, what could be the problem? Oh, there's an icon inside. Okay, no wala. So yeah, so let's start from here. So the regular one is, you know what, let's build it with the check first, then it will be easier to continue from there. So this one is 12 pixels, right? So let's go and bring in an icon of 12 pixels. Let's bring in an icon of 12 pixels. So I'll just say check. Please give my internet some time, or I just want the basic one. Okay, so okay, it's already in the frame, and as you can see, this one is already 253. Hold on, I think there's a space of 8. Let me check. Oh, space of 8, space of 8 too, and this one is 301. So let's see. Space of 8, 8, 8, 301. Okay, 253. 265. That's crazy. Let me see. Let me just say 265. Say small content. You know what? I'll just leave it like this, Jare. It's calm. Now they know how they can come to that mathematics. But this is okay. 301 by 36. And that is what this is telling me. Alright? That's what this one is telling me. This one is 12 pixels, by the way. Oh, I have not even adjusted this. Can you imagine? I'm a mouse no dey lie, sha. Mouse no dey lie at all. At all. So you see, I bet this one will be 265 now. Yeah, no. See? Mouse no dey lie at all. Numbers don't lie for real. So I just give that one the color of I'll just give that EE color. Something. Not this. This one. So just change that to, oh shit, sorry. Control Z, click on it, change it. Oh, in effect, come back to copy it again. Copy, come here, paste. Okay, so now I would make this I would say this is what